Hey guys, Apostle David Moise is my name, and today I'll be talking about developing self-discipline, how you can be disciplined. It takes self-discipline for you to watch this video from the start to the end. Trust me, you are going to have a lot to learn from this. God bless you. So today, I'll be talking about a very serious topic that concerns you. I'm going to be talking about how to develop self-discipline. How to develop self-discipline. The truth is, many of us are not actually disciplined. We would make plans to do a particular thing, but we would actually fail to do that thing. If you are on this table, fear not, because you are not the only person on this particular table. You see, growing up as a child in my house, then there was this training they give to us as it's evening time. Okay, when it gets to evening time, every single day, the person that needs to wash the dishes, to do the dishes, must go back home wherever they are to go do the dishes. So growing up as a child, no matter where we find ourselves, we always run back home, right, to do the dishes. Not really because we love to do the dishes, but because we understand that if we don't do the dishes, there will be consequences. Our mom, will flog us, will discipline us. I'm not talking about those Ajebota kind of people. I'm talking about people that grew up in the kind of home where I grew up. We always tend to do things out of fear, because if we don't do it, our parents will actually whip us so bad. So many of us growing up, like in life now, we became used to the fact that if we don't do a thing right, there must be consequences. So now we've gotten to adult age where we don't have anyone around us to actually push us to do something. When we don't have anyone around us to force us to do something, then we now realize that we don't have the urge, the push, the drive to do the things we ought to do, the time we ought to do them. So this is what I mean. Now you are an adult. No dad, no mom living with you to push you to do what you are supposed to do, to push you to wake up early, to push you to do the dishes, to push you to mop your house, to push you to study your Bible, to push you to pray. Now you don't have that fear, to motivate you, because most of us, while we were very young, we were motivated by fear. So now the fear is absent. We don't know how to do things based on personal motivation, based on discipline. So if this is you, if this concerns you, then this video is for you. I'm going to be sharing some points on how to become self-disciplined, how to do things the way you ought to, when to do things, and how not to procrastinate. This video is for you. So you might be saying, well, Apostle, I'm not on this table. Are you really sure? What about those times when you said to yourself you were going to pray? What about those times when you said to yourself you are going to study your Bible? You made a New Year resolution this year saying that this year is going to be the better year for you spiritually. There are many plans you have made this year, but as time has gone quite far now, okay? Talking about we are in the end of February. Those things you said you were going to do this year, those things you were so certain, those things you were so sure, have you started doing those things now? Have you started doing those things now? Did you not start and then you stopped? Your prayer life, do you pray when you ought to pray? Are there not times when you actually said, okay, you were going to pray, but you discovered you were not able to keep to your word? How about waking up early? How about studying the Bible? When was the last time you studied the Bible? Let me say something to you. Let me ask a sincere question. Have you developed the habit of saying no to your phone when you need to say no to your phone? Is your phone not still getting the best of you? Is your phone not still getting the highest degree of your time per day? Day after day, you procrastinate because of your phone. But this video, I'm going to teach you how you can become more self-disciplined. Having that personal push to do stuff. Having that personal drive to do stuff. So number one point on how you can become more self-disciplined. Number one is rely on grace. What? Rely on grace? So is that what he came to tell me? Yes. That's the number one point. The Bible says something very clear. It said, by strength shall no man prevail. Without him, we can do absolutely nothing. You can say, well, how about those persons that are not Christians? I'm talking to Christians now. We have a Father that concerns himself about us. We have a Father that cares so much about us. He wants to be involved in every aspect of our life. He wants us to have a better life, not just in heaven, but even on earth. That's the kind of Father we have. And guess what? This Father can give us supernatural assistance where we need help. So are you that person that is struggling to do the things you say you want to do? You procrastinate, and at the end of the day, you end up not doing it. You can ask for grace. You can ask the Lord for anything. He said, you shall ask anything in my name, and he will do it for you, says the book of John 14. So you can talk to God about it. Pray for grace, because there are many persons that have said time and time again they were going to do a particular thing, but at the end of the day, they were not able to, because your strength cannot carry you. If your strength could carry you, if your flesh could carry you, guess what? You wouldn't be here listening to this particular message now. So don't look at things from the realm of physical. Look at it from the realm of spiritual, because that is where we have our advantage. So say to yourself, I'm going to talk to my Father and ask for grace to be more self-disciplined. You don't need to be shy about it. God is your daddy and he understands. So ask for grace. You will see that as you ask for grace, you'll be able to, improve in that area of your life when it comes to what? Self-discipline. So number 2 way to develop self-discipline is to identify your problem. Identify your temptations, those things that tends to stop you from doing what you ought to do. So what are those things that tends to stop you from doing what you ought to do? You said you were going to pray. What is that particular thing you ended up doing instead of praying? Okay? You said you were going to start a business. What was that thing that distracted you? What are your excuses? Identify them, and then you can deal with them. I can help you identify some of them. In fact, I can help you identify the most important one. The most important one is your phone. Your phone tends to be a problem. Okay, you've said you want to give yourself a prayer this year, you want to give yourself a study of the word, but you find out that at the end of the day, you spend more time on your phone. You are on Facebook looking for what is not looking for you, right? You are on Facebook. From Facebook, you go to Twitter. From Twitter, you go to Instagram. Before you know, you are just wasting your day. So if you are able to identify your problem, you will then be able to sort your problem out. So what do? Sit down, think. The issue most persons have is the fact that they can't sit down to think. When was the last time you sat down to think if you were getting things right in the year 2023? When was the last time you sat down to reflect on your lifestyle so far? You just keep living by the day. So you only tend to, think about your mistakes, your error, or how you spent the year in December, and then it is too late to recover the year. So this is February, the end of February. Sit down to think about if you've been doing what you said you wanted to do. So list those things you said you wanted to do in the year 2023. Are you doing them? If you are not, then list those things you are doing instead of you to do those stuff. So what is your setback? What is dragging you back? What is the weight pulling you back from doing that stuff you have told yourself you were going to do? You must be able to figure that out. If you can figure it out, trust me, you would actually be able to self-develop. You'll be able to have self-discipline. You'll be able to have that self-drive. So let's go to number 3 now. Number 3 way to actually develop self-discipline is to work on your problem. I said number 2 is to identify the issues, identify the weight, identify the setback. Now number 3 is actually to work on that particular problem you have discovered. So how do you do it? Let's use prayer for example. Okay, you have said you are going to pray at least 20 minutes a day. You've said that to yourself, 20 minutes a day, right? But now you discovered that your phone is an issue. Set a time to which you would put your data off, right? You have to put your network data off. Just put it off and drop your phone. No matter what you are doing, no matter how important it is, just drop the phone. Just drop it. drop it. So whether you end up doing that thing you want to do or not, just first cut off the distraction, cut away that distraction, cut it away. Okay, you won't die. See, learn to practice it. Don't live your life in your phone. Okay, don't live your life on your phone. Just remove your face from the phone, sit down. You will see that sense will begin to come to you. Okay, I don't mean you don't have sense, okay, but at the end of the day, sit down. Then you'll be able to have more ideas. You'll be able to go to what you want to do. And guess what? You'll be able to switch off your data. That time you said you're going to switch off your data is actually self-discipline. So push yourself. Point number 4. So point number 4, how to develop self-discipline. Set realistic targets. Yes, set realistic targets. Don't live your life by the day as it comes. You just go, what do you want to achieve this year? What are your plans for the day? Learn to draft out your plans for the day. What do you want to achieve for the day? So when the day ends, how will you be able to tell if you actually made use of your day properly the way you ought to? So if there is no goal, there will be no drive to pursue anything. You will just be living for nothing. So every day of your life, what do you want to achieve? Set a realistic plan, okay? Set a realistic goal and go for it. So how do you set the goal? So in a day, what do you want to do? Okay, have you planned you want to write a book? So you say to yourself, today I'm going to write a chapter of the book. Today I'm going to wash my clothes. Today I'm going to pray for 30 minutes. So at the end of the day, you ask yourself a question: was I able to do this? Okay, so if you don't have realistic goals, you won't be self-disciplined because you have nothing pursuing. Remember when you were younger, they used to tell you 5 p.m. is the time to wash the dishes, to do the dishes. Saturdays are the days to wash your clothes. And you kept to those rules and regulations because you knew what to expect as the day went by. So now that you are living alone, set realistic goals for yourself. You ought to be able to do that. Today I'm going to read the Bible at least one chapter. Okay, at least one chapter. Today I'm going to pray at least 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes. Okay, and today I'm going to wash my clothes. I'm not going to keep piling my clothes. This is for someone here. You are on this table. You've packed your dirty clothes in one corner for too long. Your bedsheet has been there for a very long time. You've not done anything about it. Set realistic goals. Do those things that concern you. Help yourself. Help your hygiene. Be disciplined. Set the goals. So at the end of the day, you sit and you ask yourself a question: was I able to meet my plans for the day? Guess what? I'm here right now recording this video. Okay? And at the beginning of the day, I said to myself I was going to record at least 2 videos. Okay? I have been here since I think 4 p.m. trying to get the trying to get a stage set and everything, and it was quite difficult. I already recorded some videos, okay, from that 4 p.m. but then I discovered they were not okay, they were not good. This is past 8 p.m. okay, I'm still in my office, okay, trying to make a video. I'm not going home until I make the 2 videos. That is the self-discipline we're talking about. That is the realistic goals. Because if I go home today, no matter what I did in my office right now, if I go home without these 2 videos I had in mind, it means my day was not fruitful. Set realistic goals so that you'll be able to judge if your day was fruitful or not. Do it. What time do you want to wake up? What time do you want to wake up in a day? Okay, what are the things you want to achieve in a day? So that at the end of the day, you can judge yourself if you actually did what you said you were going to do or if you did not do it. That is number 4. Set realistic goals. So number 5 is learn to spend money. I'm joking now. Number 5 is put plans in place to meet your goals. Okay, put plans in place to meet your goals. It's not enough to just set goals. Okay, put plans in place to which you are going to meet these goals that you set. Do you know what I mean? Put plans in place to to meet these goals, to utterly meet these goals at the end of the day. So if you said that you're going to pray for 20 minutes in a day, when do you intend to pray for 20 minutes in a day? When? What time? Okay, you can sit down to think about when you actually have the free time, okay, free time of your life. When are you free in the house? So if you are free by 10 p.m., okay, that is what you do. Set your alarm, okay, set your alarm on your phone, right? Set your alarm on your phone for 9:55, 5 minutes to 10, and put the alarm and say, time to pray, time to pray. So that no matter what you are doing on that your phone, you have 5 minutes to round up. And when it is 10 o'clock, no matter what you are doing, you must push yourself to do what? To off your data and go pray. Guess what? This will help you a lot, in the sense that if you don't do it, your conscience will prick you. At least your conscience will be like a judge to actually push you over time. So make plans, set plans to carry out your goals. Set your alarm. You want to wash your clothes, okay? Or you go to work very early. Now you want to wash your clothes by 5 o'clock early in the morning. That is your plan. Set your alarm clock. 5 o'clock, your alarm should ring. And you look at it, it says, time to wash the clothes. You might slip back. I understand you might slip back. But at least you are creating awareness in your mind, right? You are bringing this reality to your consciousness. That is what it is. So you must set realistic goals. Don't just sit and say, well, whatever it is, I will do it. Set realistic goals and put plans in place to actually bring to pass these goals. So you said you want to read a book, right? You want to read a book this year, right? You want to read a book. Put alarm. Let your phone be a friend to you. Put alarm there. When it is time for you to study, the alarm should ring and say, go and study. This way you are living a deliberate life, and that is how to become successful. That is how to become successful both in your finances, in your business, right? In your business and in the world. In the world. So set time for yourself. Time to listen to message. Put the alarm clock. Grrr, time to listen to message. Grrr, time to study one chapter of the Bible a day. Grrr, time to meditate. See, allow your brain to think about other things. If your eyes are focused on your phone for too long, guess what? Your brain is focused on your phone. Your brain can't just move and meditate and think about other things. This other one I want to say now about making plans is very much important. Okay, I learned this from my wife. There's something she did, right? I was with her phone one day, all of a sudden the phone just turned blank. Okay, it just turned to black and white at night. So I asked her, like, your phone has turned blank. She said yes. She was the one that set it like that. That when it is time for her to sleep, okay, she discovered that she doesn't go to bed on time anymore, right? She discovered she doesn't go to bed on time anymore because of her phone. So now she put a setting on her phone that her phone will automatically go to black and white mode, talking about night mode. So she knows she has to sleep. And when the phone enters night mode, I think WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, they don't work anymore. So she has no option but to go to bed. You can do that. These days you don't sleep on time. Your eyes are becoming red. You have started looking older than you look. Because you don't sleep on time, not because you are actually praying at night or you have something important you are doing at night. You are just screwing Facebook. That's what you do at night. So you are not sleeping. But you ought to change that. See, for your health's sake, you ought to do that. For your spiritual life's sake, you ought to do that. You ought to put alarm. See, set your day. Be deliberate about it. So that at the end of the day, you can achieve everything you've set in your mind to achieve. Okay, number 6 way to develop self-discipline is keep the right company. See, this point is very much important. Keep the right company. Be deliberate about it. So let me do something for you guys. Do you really want to work on yourself to have better self-discipline this 2023? Go to the comment section and just comment self-discipline 2023. Self-discipline 2023. Somebody that sees your comment would come to your inbox, will write you or will reply your comments, okay, so that the both of you can exchange contacts and then you plan the area you want to work on. So do you want to have a prayer life? Maybe you want to be praying 20 minutes a day. Get get a partner from the comment section. Do it. Okay, it might not be for the whole year, right? It can be for a month. Just get a partner. At least you guys agree on the time. That particular time, the partner will call you. You don't need to pray on the phone. Okay, it's just to make sure, okay, you both of you are praying. You can start the prayer on the phone for like 30 seconds, and you end the phone, and then you go to your prayer. So even if you don't feel like praying, when that person calls you, you feel like praying. That's why the Bible said iron sharpeneth what? Iron. So get a partner. Get a partner. Okay, the person is working on himself, you are working on yourself. At the end of the day, you help each other to become better versions of yourself. So do you want to be part of those persons, the one who work on their self-discipline? What do? Go to the comment section right now. Write self-discipline 2023. Don't be shy. See, don't be shy. We are a family here. Okay, this is a family thing. Just write it there. Just write it there. And anybody that likes you or anybody you like, you just write the person and make sure you get at least one person to work together with. When I was staying in those states, okay, my brother and I think for over many months, we prayed every night for 1 hour. Okay, my brother and I, we prayed every night for 1 hour. For 1 hour. So there are days I'm weak, but because he has come to the place of prayer, I have no option but to go to the place of prayer. There are days he'll be weak because he knows that I have to go to the place of prayer. He would also come to the place of prayer. Even when it rains, he will take umbrella and come to the prayer point. Okay, so if we are not doing it together, maybe the drive would have been there. There would have been days where he will give excuse. But guess what? When your partner calls you today, you give excuse. Tomorrow you give excuse. Next tomorrow your conscience will be judging you. You won't want to give excuse. So having a partner, okay, partner with you when it comes to self-discipline will help you do the right thing when you are supposed to do it. These are the ways to develop self-discipline in the year 2023. I hope I've blessed you. Please don't just hear me. The Bible says, don't be hearers alone, be doers of the word. Do these principles. Trust me, you're going to see your life become better than it used to be. Okay, guys, thanks for watching my video from the start to the end. And please make sure you adhere to every instruction I gave on this video, because it will help your life. All right, it will help your life most definitely. And something else I want to say, if you've not yet subscribed to this time, please do well to hit the subscription button. Don't also forget to hit the notification bell so you will be alerted whenever I post a new video. Let me get to know you. Let me know where you're watching me from. Just comment on the comment section where you're watching me from so I can get to know you. Have a great day.